Hey guys, it's Eric. Welcome to the StockOptionAssassin.com's free video for swing trading options. I want to go over two trades, one trade we just exited and one that we just entered, and I want to kind of show you the setup so you understand what we do here. So first of all, the first one we're going to look at is Joy, ticker JOY. We closed out of our Joy position yesterday as we got the expected move we were looking for, but let's go through the setup real quick. This is on March 14th. This is where we took the trade, and I have it kind of circled here on this day. And basically what Joy had, if we kind of zoom out just a little bit, Joy had already been kind of in this downtrending channel. We have our squeeze indicator. This is one of our main indicators for determining market direction, and we use a modified MACD to help us with that those entry decisions. But ultimately, Joy was kind of moving down, and even on the weekly chart with the same indicators, you can see that clearly the momentum is to the downside. And so what we were looking at is we were in a squeeze. That's where the dots are red. And then ultimately this was moving lower, and it was staying below our moving average here, which here we're using a 13 EMA, which is that purple line. And basically we're below the moving average. The squeeze is moving lower. So this is where we entered our short trade. And if we look over on a 30-minute chart, you can see this is the 30-minute chart during this yellow circle here, this oval. And basically, using the exact same indicators on a smaller time frame, the squeeze was pushing lower as well. So we entered the trade on this day. I don't remember exactly which 30-minute candle it was. But ultimately what happened over the next couple days, the trade went against us just a little bit, but ultimately this played out. We got a huge move 2 days ago. This was, today's Thursday. This was Wednesday, Tuesday. So Tuesday we kind of hit this lower band. This is our Keltner channel that we work with. We took profits at the Keltner channel. Our modified Keltner channel basically tells us that we are in an oversold situation. So what we did is we took half our profits off. That was about a 20, I forget what it was, 30% gain or so on the first half. We put a break-even half on the break-even stop on the second half. Then ultimately the next day this rolled over and we hit sort of the bottom of this channel, and we took the rest off for an 85% gain. So we had a really great trade, very simple to use indicators. And we have another trade that we actually entered in today, and I wanted to show it to you. Depending on how fast you can get this video, you might be able to take this trade. So again, same exact indicators, but this time what I was looking at was a 4-hour chart, and I was looking at ticker COF, Capital One Financial. First of all, if we look out the weekly chart, this thing is rolled over. We're kind of getting this little relief bounce, but you notice the MACD and our squeeze are still well below zero. We kind of came up to the mean, and as it's toward the end of the week, this weekly candle is really starting to look kind of ugly. So, the weekly chart definitely looking bearish here. And in the financial world, COF has not been performing as well either. On the daily chart, we've closed back below the mean here, the moving average. And we're starting, we got that MACD fade here going on. Looks like this thing wants to cross zero down there. And so really the trigger though, we don't just, just because something rolling over, we want something, we want to enter a trade that we think can make a quick move, because that's how you make money when you swing trade options. If you're going to be an option buyer, you need that stock to make a move quickly so that theta and the other Greeks don't work against you. So that's what we look for here. And basically, when I was scanning through my charts last night, COF basically in the 4-hour chart, remember there's 2 bars of these per day, it came back down. We have the squeeze moving lower, and the squeeze is actually firing short right now in the second half of today. The squeeze is starting to fire short, and so we entered this trade. Actually, we entered this earlier this morning, and on the 30-minute chart, here's what we were looking at this morning. This opened up, we entered right around here, and again, it went against us a little bit, but that's okay. This thing is rolling over, and now the 30-minute squeeze, we're looking for that to fire short, and that would trigger a bigger move in the 4-hour chart. And we're looking for, 6 to 8 bars of this. So on a, sort of target basis, we could potentially come to the lower band at this point, which is 52.5. But then ultimately, if the market really starts to sell here, and we can get down to this 50 level, potentially some sort of double bottom. But if this thing really gets going, we could see high 40s here. So hopefully that helps. If you have any questions, let me know. What I do want to kind of let you know is later next month, we're going to be launching our swing trade course that goes over these exact indicators and how to use them on multiple time frames. We're going to talk about how to scan for trades, how to, all the settings for these indicators. This is what we use in our market timing service. So our swing trade service for trade alerts, they already understand all this, but we're actually going to break this out as a separate course for those that really just want to kind of focus and study on the course. So if you're not already signed up for our email list, go ahead and sign up, and you'll be getting some information probably in the next 3 to 4 weeks. We're going to be launching this probably the first at either the end of April or the beginning of May, and we're going to be offering a nice large 50% discount. It's going to be a lifetime membership to the course, and we will continue to add new trades and samples each month so that you can continue to learn this course over time. This is not going to be a course where you get a DVD and then it's done and it's never updated. This course will be updated for life, and so hopefully you guys will appreciate that. So you guys have a great day, have a great weekend, and happy trading.